The Chicago Bulls are shaking things up, and it could change everything. Billy Donovan's bold defensive gamble and Patrick Williams' potential breakout year might just turn the Bulls from pretenders to contenders. Are we witnessing the birth of a new Eastern Conference powerhouse? Let's break it down. Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. Today we're diving deep into some exciting developments coming out of the Chicago Bulls camp. We've got two major storylines to break down: Billy Donovan's surprising decision to hand over defensive responsibilities to assistant coach Wes Unseld Jr. and the buzz surrounding Patrick Williams as he gears up for what could be a career-defining season. But before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest NBA analysis and breakdowns. Let's start with the big news that's been shaking up the Bulls coaching staff. In a move that's caught many by surprise, head coach Billy Donovan has decided to entrust the team's defensive strategy to assistant coach Wes Unseld Jr. now. This isn't just a minor adjustment, it's a significant shift in the team's coaching dynamics that could have far-reaching implications for the Bulls' performance in the upcoming season. Donovan, who's entering his fourth season with the Bulls, has always been known for his hands-on approach to both offense and defense. So, what's prompted this change? Well, sources close to the team suggest it's a combination of factors. First and foremost, there's a recognition of Unseld's defensive expertise. Before joining the Bulls, Unseld made a name for himself as the architect behind the Washington Wizards' defensive resurgence. During his tenure there, he transformed a bottom-tier defensive unit into one of the most formidable in the league. But it's not just about Unseld's resume. This move also speaks volumes about Donovan's leadership style and his willingness to adapt for the betterment of the team. By delegating defensive responsibilities, Donovan is freeing himself up to focus more intensely on offensive strategies and player development areas where his skills have always shone brightest. Unseld's defensive philosophy is likely to bring some significant changes. In Washington, he was known for implementing an aggressive, switch-heavy scheme that emphasized disrupting passing lanes and forcing turnovers. This could be a game-changer for a Bulls roster that's loaded with athletic, versatile defenders like Alex Caruso, Ayo Dosunmu, and, of course, Patrick Williams. Speaking of Patrick Williams, let's shift our focus to the young forward who's been turning heads in off-season workouts. The buzz around the Bulls facility is that Williams is primed for a breakout season, and it couldn't come at a better time for Chicago. Drafted 4th overall in 2020, Williams has shown flashes of brilliance in his first 3 seasons, but inconsistency and injuries have prevented him from fully realizing his potential. However, multiple sources are reporting that this offseason has been transformative for the 22-year-old. Williams has reportedly been putting in grueling hours in the gym, focusing on expanding his offensive repertoire and fine-tuning his already impressive defensive skills. His trainer, Dave Roberts, had this to say: "Pat's commitment this summer has been on another level. He's not just going through the motions, he's attacking every drill with purpose. His shooting consistency has improved dramatically, and he's added some new moves to his arsenal that I think will surprise a lot of people." The Bulls' strength and conditioning coach echoes this sentiment. Physically, Pat's made some remarkable strides. He's always been a freak athlete, but now he's combining that raw talent with a more mature understanding of how to use his body effectively on both ends of the floor. His core strength and lateral quickness have seen significant improvements. But it's not just about physical development. Sources close to the team say that Williams has been spending considerable time studying film, particularly focusing on players with similar physical profiles who have successfully made the leap to stardom, players like Kawhi Leonard and Jaylen Brown. This dedication to both physical and mental preparation has the Bulls coaching staff excited about Williams' potential impact this season. One assistant coach, speaking on condition of anonymity, said, "Pat's always had the tools to be a two-way force in this league. What we're seeing now is him putting all the pieces together." His confidence is at an all-time high, and that's translating to more assertiveness on the court. So, how might this new and improved Patrick Williams fit into Wes Unseld Jr.'s defensive scheme? Let's break it down. Williams' combination of size, strength, and agility makes him an ideal fit for a switch-heavy defense. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, he has the length to bother smaller guards on the perimeter and the strength to hold his own against bigger forwards in the post. In Unseld's system, we might see Williams taking on more responsibility as a help defender, using his quickness to rotate and contest shots at the rim. His improved lateral movement should also allow him to be more disruptive in passing lanes, potentially leading to more steals and transition opportunities. Offensively, Williams' reported improvements in shooting consistency could be a game changer. If he can become a reliable threat from beyond the arc, it will open up driving lanes for DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, making the Bulls' offense much more dynamic and harder to defend. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of Williams' potential breakout is how it could impact the Bulls' overall ceiling as a team. Chicago has been stuck in basketball purgatory for the past couple of seasons, good enough to compete for a play-in spot, but not quite able to break through as a serious contender in the East. If Williams can make the leap from solid role player to borderline all-star, it could be the push the Bulls need to vault themselves into the upper echelon of the conference. Paired with the defensive improvements we might see under Unseld's guidance, Chicago could become a dark horse contender that nobody sees coming. Of course, it's important to temper expectations. We've seen plenty of players generate off-season hype only to underwhelm when the games actually start. The real test for Williams will come when the season tips off and he has to translate his off-season work into on-court production. As veteran player development coach Tom Martinez puts it, the key for Patrick will be consistency. Can you bring that same energy and focus every night, even when shots aren't falling or the team is in a slump? That's what separates good players from great ones. The Bulls' opening night is just around the corner, and all eyes will be on both Wes Unseld Jr.'s defensive game plan and Patrick Williams' performance. Will Unseld's tactics transform the Bulls into an elite defensive unit? Can Williams take that next step and become the two-way force the Bulls envisioned when they drafted him? These are the storylines that make the NBA so exciting, folks. The potential for growth, the strategic chess moves by coaches, and the emergence of young stars, it's all part of what makes this game so captivating. As we wrap up, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Donovan's decision to hand over the defensive reins to Unseld? And what are your expectations for Patrick Williams this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the breakdown and subscribe to Hoops Insider for more in-depth NBA analysis. Until next time, keep ballin'.